brother dropped his hat. And you know who had faith? That brother, when he threw that hat up.
Right. Yeah.
When that brother threw that hat up in the sky, he had the faith. Read it again.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for.
See, he was hoping somebody saw the signal.
Right.
He threw that hat up, and he was hoping for somebody to see the signal.
Right.
But what?
The evidence of things not seen.
Even though he didn't see nobody there, he had the faith that somebody was going to come. And guess what happened? He removed the mountain.
That's right.
He removed a mountain with the faith he had through the brotherhood that he had out there fighting with his brothers. If y'all want to know what we come out here and talk about and teach about all the time, we come out here and teach about what you saw happening in Alabama. We come out here teaching about black people coming together. That's what it is. We got to come together and love one another. See, them white people, they were so they beat the hell out of this black man in front of all these black people, and nobody was going to do anything. And it's been going on for so long. It's been going on for so long that you can beat the hell out of a black man in front of his family and everybody watch. That's been going on for so long. Well, guess what? Now, the thing that you have been afraid of is happening. The scripture says that, I'm paraphrasing, but it says that the Spirit of Christ is trying to be birthed into the earth. And we're trying to bring it into the earth, but the dragon is sitting in front of the woman trying to devour the child before it's born. And our oppressor is sitting in front of you wishing you would stand up against him. Wishing you would stand up for one another and fight for one another to devour the brotherhood. Christ said the kingdom of heaven is within us. And guess what? All the singing and rejoicing and the happiness that you talk about in church, you saw it in Alabama on that boat. You saw it on the pier the other day where blacks and Hispanics were singing and dancing and rejoicing for the right thing. That's what it was. That was righteous what happened the other day. You know why? Because it wasn't black on white violence. It was black and white people fighting because black people were being mistreated. That was self-defense. That's what it was. And guess what? That was righteous, man. Because whatever you gotta know what's coming with putting your hands on somebody. For so long, we've never gave them what they deserve for what they've done. Now that spirit is in the earth. Now that spirit, listen, black people have sat by the TV for so long and said, oh, that's bad what they did to Trayvon Martin. Oh, that was wrong what they did to Mike Brown, but he shouldn't have been doing this. Oh, that was wrong what they did to him, but he shouldn't have did that. Then they saw George Floyd, they was like, wait a minute, he didn't do nothing. Wait a minute. If I would have been there, I would have at least pushed him off his neck. Then you see a sister get shot in her house. What? Oh, wait a minute, she didn't do nothing. If I would have been there, guess what? Now stuff is happening that black people is at, and they're doing what they say they would have did in closed doors. That's what's happening now. And guess what? This ain't the straw that's breaking the camel back. But guess what? More black people are saying, damn, I wish I was in Alabama. So the next time it's time to stand up for their brother, they're going to do what they said they were going to do in the darkness. And guess what? We're going to push that same love that we had in Alabama to the borders in Mexico. And we're going to start standing up with the Mexicans when they are getting mistreated. We're going to stand up with the Puerto Ricans when their lights not turned on. We're going to stand up with the Haitians when they're giving the mud pies. We're going to stand up with every one of our tribes until we come together and fight against our enemies, because that's the way you get the kingdom of heaven. And you know what we're not going to be able to have? We're not going to be able to have any lukewarm people amongst us. You see what happened? Those black people had to make a decision to fight with their brother. They didn't have the liberty of saying, well, I like him, he's my friend. They had to make a choice. You see that white boy that was with the black man at the beginning of the fight? He didn't want to fight, because even though he was friends with the security guard, he's family with the people on the boat. And he was afraid to fight against his family. Black people for so long, you've been fighting against your family. You've been destroying your own people. Well, now it's time for you to come together and fight against your enemy. And your enemy is not your own people. And you are learning that more and more every day, because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are learning that we have to come together to survive in this hellhole. We are all we got out here. And you saw black people fighting together. Next you're going to see black and brown people fighting together. Then you're going to see black, brown, and Native Indian people fighting together. And when we do that, it's going to start a civil war.
That's right.
And America can't fight World War III and a civil war. So what's going to happen? Your police officers are going to quit their jobs, because it's going to be more important to them to protect their families than it is to protect the city. And they're going to leave their jobs. And you are going to be the rulers of the street. You're going to have the street in order. You're not going to have to worry about the police mistreating us anymore. We're going to have to make sure we don't mistreat one another. We're going to have real street law and street justice in order for this street to be in order. And that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. We don't need slave catchers on the block to keep us in order. We can keep ourselves in order. The Jewish people got their own police. The Chinese people got their own police. Everybody got their own police. Why the hell we got to have another nation come in our community and govern us? No, that's over with. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh shot for that. It's coming to an end. Go ahead.
Hey, Most High in Christ, man, give it up for Priest Captain 10,000 Yatazak, man.